Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Routine for June 13th, 2011. I'm the host, Junior Mob, and welcome to the Daily Routine, my little daily calisthenics to get me back into show form for Season 2 of the Junior Show and all of the other things that we come through with on MOF TV. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, everybody, it's Monday afternoon, and for all y'all basketball fans, y'all know by now the Dallas Mavericks are the NBA World Champions of basketball, y'all. I want to give a big shout out to the whole Dallas Mav organization, to the owner, Mr. Mark Cuban, and you know what I mean, to all of the fans down there for their team to finally have broken through that next level and gotten that jewelry, y'all. Big up to the Mavs. Just a couple of quick things on that tip. Like I said, big shout out to owner Mark Cuban. I was fortunate enough to party and hang out with Mr. Cuban a couple of years ago here in Pittsburgh. And like I said then, and I said to this day, and you guys probably see it on TV, but it's kind of misrepresented, or it probably comes off as crazy because you're not used to seeing billionaires and team owners, you know what I mean, just so loose and personable as he is. And like all of that just to say, like, he is one of the most down to earth and just personable billionaires like that I've ever met. Like, I haven't met many, but I don't think all of them as just like cool as Mr. Cuban. And so I appreciate hanging out with you that night, Mr. Cuban. You could have put me on your show though. We talked about that, but y'all already know I do things my own way, and that shit was too formatted, and I had to go through too many tests and screen tests and all of that, and so I didn't go on the little. It was the show that he had, like the Apprentice from the Donald Trump joint. It was Mark Cuban's version of The Apprentice. We had talked about me getting on there, and so. Again, just thanks for the opportunity of hanging out, Mr. Cuban. I had a great time. And once again, congratulations to your Dallas Mavericks for winning the NBA World Championship. Just a couple of things I wanted to mention on that tip. Again, kids, Jason Kidd, just said a simple thing yesterday when they asked him, what he thought was the key in the Mavs winning as a team. And, Jason Kidd, one of the best point guards in NBA history, just simply said, pass the ball. You know what I mean? Pass the ball. So kids, let that be a lesson to y'all from a great point guard such as Jason Kidd. You know what I mean? If you want to win personal achievement and personal, accolades and shit like that, is all well and good. But teamwork wins championships, y'all. And I think that was proven, and I think that's the point that Mr. Kidd made last night. So kids, stop gunning, stop being a ball hog, and pass the ball. The game and your points will become or will come to you much easier if you pass the ball. And I thought that was something that is just so simple, but a point that's rarely missed or often missed in life and also on the basketball court, y'all. And another thing I noticed about the Dallas Mavs in their post-game interviews yesterday, every time they asked them, how do you feel about this, or, what's your feeling on achieving this thing, every time one of those players from Jason Kidd to Jason Terry to Dirk Nowitzki, you know what I mean, they all said, I feel happy for such and such. You know what I mean? I feel happy for the owner Mark Cuban. I feel happy for Jason Kidd because he's getting his ring so old. I'm happy for Dirk Nowitzki because he's been here for 13 years or in the league for 13 years and finally, exercise some demons and whatnot. Never once did I hear a personal, selfish sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean? Everything was all about the team or an individual teammate. And I think that showed and was evident, in their play throughout the whole playoffs, but especially in the championship game against Miami. Which brings up another point with Miami. Dwayne Wade in his play throughout the whole season and throughout the 6-game series definitely proved or showed whose team it was without a shadow of a doubt. He brought the other two guys in there, in Bosh and James, to sort of kind of alleviate some of that pressure or the need for him, to go ham every game just to give Miami an opportunity. And we've seen in the past, whether it was LeBron and his Cleveland teams, or whether it was in these playoffs this year, it seems that LeBron sort of kind of disappears and falls back in the big games. You know what I mean? To me, it seemed like in the finals when he was with Cleveland, it was like, when he knew that he didn't have a chance or whatever, it was just like he kind of just gave up and was like, oh, well, I don't have any help anyway. It's not my fault. I did all I can do to get us here, so it's not my fault. I can't single-handedly win a championship. And it's sort of like he kind of like, fell to the background or sort of kind of didn't put as much effort into that final that they went to with, I believe it was against San Antonio. And again, he may have been hurt. He may have not been. That's all up to speculation. But again, you see with this series, this championship series against the Mavs, it seemed like in the beginning, games 1 and 2, they came out real. And even in the beginning of this final game 6, but in games 1 and 2, he came out much more aggressive, with much more vigor, that he was trying to will himself and will his newfound team to a championship. But when the chips got down and it seemed as though it got rough and they needed the aggressive LeBron that just comes through the lane like a running back and just bang on you, you know what I mean? Like, either you're going to get to the bucket or you're going to get fouled. You know what I mean? And that's such a big part of his game that it seems like he kind of shied away from at the end of this championship series. And again, I just want to know if anybody has a feeling on that or anybody has a theory on that, like what's up with LeBron in the big game. But my hat's off to Dwayne Wade, man. He always come through. Dude's a warrior and dude's a champion for real. You know what I mean? And I believe it's really all mental, and you can see by Wade already winning a championship before, him knowing what was possible and knowing how to go after it and go get it, when that time was. But it just seems like he had a lot of talent around him, but he just didn't have the mentality, the tough mentality in his teammates around him to pull that off. And so, again, now that the season is over, it was a great NBA season. Again, I'm a biggest fan from the All-Star game, Blake Griffin dunking over cars, and just everything. The playoffs were everything I thought they would be. You know what I mean? With the Big 3 trade in Miami going on this season, just seeing if they would make it to the playoffs, how far they would go, and if they would compete for a championship in the championship game, and if they would win it. And so, close but no cigar, Miami Heat. Again, you have a very talented team right there. Y'all just got to get some mental toughness together, man, and put it, spread the burden more evenly besides on the shoulders of Mr. Wade. And I'm sure y'all will be in many more championship games. And y'all, in my opinion, y'all definitely are due to win one very soon. So again, the NBA season is over. Shout out to Mr. Mark Cuban. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. And shout out for Mr. Dirk Nowitzki for winning his first NBA title. And as far as Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, Shawn Marion, again, the whole team, big shout outs to the Mavs, y'all. Moving right along, we're going to get this done real quick. It's Monday, y'all, so y'all know what that means. Pirate Radio tonight, y'all, from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time via NukeNocker.com. If you go on to NukeNocker.com, that's NukeKnocka. We'll be streaming it live right off the site tonight, y'all. So make sure y'all go on the site and tune into NukeNocker.com, and tune into Pirate Radio tonight on NukeNocker.com from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, if you fucks with us, we fucks with you, live from Studio 412. Shout out to all our peoples across the borders and over the waters, man. Tune in tonight. Shout out to all our peoples that tune in on the regular. Pirate Radio, you motherfuckers. Big shout out to my partner in time, DJ NukeNocker. Other than that, it looks like, y'all, I'll be making my re-emergence at Club Wim in Station Square tonight. Excuse me, not tonight. Friday night. Excuse me, got so many dates and times and whatnot in my head. And again, there's so many other things going on that I want to get them all together and all consolidated before I, give you the blueprint of what we got, coming up or whatever. So I just wanted to holler at y'all at the beginning of the week, give my shout out to the Mavs, let y'all know Pirate Radio will be airing tonight, and let y'all know I'll be making my reemergence at VIP Undressed 2011 at Club Wim in Station Square on Friday. And that's a charity event, and it's going to feature a swimsuit and a cocktail, little modeling show and whatnot. I believe my good friend, Miss Michelle Garris from Chelsea'sofNewYork.com will have some models and have some pieces, and will be participating in that show. Brought to you by my other good friend, Mr. Britton Costa and Club Wim. So make sure y'all check me out. Make sure y'all check the event out this Friday, VIP Undressed 2011 at Club Wim, y'all. And before I get out of here for the day, I just want to remind y'all to make sure y'all come check us out August 14th, 2011 at the Hideout, 45 Bate Street, and that's in Oakland. We'll be featuring the group Megadeth, Peter Parker, DJ Noetic, and again, we got all types of drink specials and dance floors, and there's going to be all types of, things going on in there and whatnot. And so again, this is just our first thing that we got to print, but we're going to have other things in between this August 14th date, and we're going to have things, that of course coming afterwards. But again, we didn't get, in rushing and trying to get things out to you and get things down on print. There's a lot of things that we didn't even get down on this flyer and whatnot. So again, make sure y'all come check us out at the Hideout August 14th. Why not? Just cause. And that's because it's a Money Behind the Dream and a Sonny Black production at the Hideout. August 14th, 2011 at 45 Bay Street at the Hideout. Hey, yo, I got so much to do today, yo. I got a stream makeover scheduled for the day, pirate radio show tonight, and just getting the balls rolling with all of our other projects I'm going to bring to y'all later on in the week as they develop. But it's just going to be a busy week. I'm still in my transition mode. Again, pressure turns coal to diamonds, or pressure busts pipes. Either or. It's up to you. Hey, yo, I'm the boy Junior Moth. That's the daily routine for the day. Remember, y'all, those who talk don't know. Those that know don't talk. Hey, yo, before we get out of here, though, I want to give a big shout out to my young boy, Young Strachey, representing Chi-Town. Chi-Town stand up. Pittsburgh stand tough. You know what I mean? Young Strachey just moved into #1 on the NewtNaka.com countdown. So make sure you go check out all of our featured artists, songs, and videos that we got on the site. But make sure you go check out our new #1 artist, Young Strachey, with my team. #1 on the NewtNaka.com countdown from June 13th, 2011. I'm the boy Junior Moth. That's the daily routine for the day. Have a good one, y'all. I'm out. This don't sound inspirational, don't it? You already know what it is. LIBK all fucking day, yo. Holla.